Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world... And here he is, Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray.
Not too many seats to be had. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They block that jab. Blocks that left hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves of the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And look at the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell to start round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. nightmare fighters.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that lap. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. And that jab just missed with the left hand. You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice stop, but that won't score. The straight right just misses. Counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about it. Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Couldn't land that jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. Misses with the jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
We're switching off.
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last one. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. He threw a punch and just got countered. No rest for the weary. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right hook's blocked. Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. Just misses with that jab. Good counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that. Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you don't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Done with that counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The jab doesn't quite connect. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Nope, that hook won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Beautiful counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to hold that thought. Crawford in trouble. Talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment, there's the bell to start round 9. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he scores with the counter. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk talk about Crawford in that last. We've made it to round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice job getting that punch through. Really going deep into the gas tank on this round. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That's about as close as you can.